Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to episode 2 of Storytimes with Emmett, and today's an absolute banger of a video we're doing first time I swipe my Vcard, so yeah, let's just get right into it. So anyways, it started off like a normal day, right? I was going to see the Joker with a couple of my homies. So anyways, I take an Uber there to this mall that has a movie theater in it, and I go behind the movie theater with my homies, Ian from the last video, and then this new guy that we're gonna call Joe. And yeah, we took a few tokes behind the theater, got absolutely fucking fried as shit. And then we went inside, we watched the entire movie. We were fucking tweaking the whole time, like, we were fried. I kept on, like, looking over at the people beside us, freaking out, thinking that they knew that we were high, which obviously they didn't. They were just, like, chilling there, trying to enjoy the movie, but my paranoid high ass thought so. And anyways, speaking of the movie, though, it was kind of a banger. I've never watched it sober, but I can tell you it slaps while you're high. So anyways, we get out of the movie. Me and Ian, we take a bus back to my house, and Joe, he goes his own separate way, takes a different bus home. So anyways, Ian was planning on staying the night. Our highs kind of worn off from back when we saw the movies, so we're taking teas again, getting fried again. And then I got a text. And so basically, the text was from this girl that I met at a party before, and we got real hot and heavy at that party before the dude walks in and goes, "Oh, what the fuck are you guys doing in my parents' bedroom?" But anyways, this girl hits me up. She's like, "Yo, we got weed, we got licks, we got a free base, come through." So obviously, I'm delighted at that idea, right? And she has a friend over at the time. She told me so. So I turned to my homie Ian, who also has his V card. I'm looking at the man. I'm like, "Hey, like, this could be our chances, man. You down to go?" And obviously, based on what I told him, he was down to go. So I wake up the parental units. I'm just telling them, like, "Hey, man, we're gonna go crash at my homie's base. Like, we'll be back tomorrow morning, Didn't tell them what was actually happening, but they're like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead. If you want to take an Uber, you got to pay us back tomorrow," because at the time I was just using their Uber account. So anyways, that's what we do. We order the Uber. We're chilling out there on the curb for a good, like, 5 minutes or so. Uber driver pulls up. We hop in. 10 minutes later, we're there. So anyways, I text the girl once we get there. I'm like, "Yo, which house is it?" And she goes, My bad, but it's not a free base anymore. My dad just got home and I wasn't expecting that." So immediately, I think we Ubered all the way over there, and I'm getting really pissed, but she says that she'll sneak us in, and we just have to wait for her dad to go to sleep. So me and Ian spent a good probably 45 minutes walking around in the freezing cold. This was during winter. So anyways, about 45 minutes later of just walking around the same block over and over, I can't feel my hands, I can't feel my face, I'm absolutely freezing. And we see somebody that we recognize pull up. So for the sake of the video, we're gonna call him John, and actually, while I'm at it, I may as well give the girls a name. So the girl who invited me, we're gonna call her Amy, and her friend we're gonna call Jane. So little did we know, John was Jane's boyfriend at the time, and I kind of led on Ian with the idea that there was gonna be a girl there for him, without even knowing that she had a boyfriend. So, rightfully so, Ian's a little pissed off, but he's a chill guy. He's like, no big deal, it is what it is. So I walked to Amy's house with Ian and John, and at this point her dad's asleep, so she sneaks us in, and we literally just tiptoe all the way to her room. Now, it was super dark, and me and Ian were still pretty fried, so needless to say, we're bumping into shit, making a shit ton of noise. I don't know how her dad didn't, like, hear us or anything, and didn't wake up. The man must sleep like a rock. Now, remember earlier how I mentioned that Amy had alcohol for us? Well, yeah, her idea of alcohol was a 26-ounce bottle of fucking sourpuss. Now, everybody knows, as far as girly drinks go, sourpuss kind of takes the cake. I don't think anybody's ever walked into a liquor store with a cock between their legs and some self-respect and walked out with a bottle of sourpuss. But, when there's alcohol in front of you and that's all you have, you gotta drink it no matter how fucking nasty that shit is. Now, you see, like, I was disappointed enough that we had to drink sourpuss. I find out that Amy's fucking bong broke just in the time it took us to Uber there, so I had to make a shitty water bottle bong instead. So if you watched the last video, you probably heard about my failure of water bottle bong, but at this point in time in this story, I had already gotten really good at making water bottle bongs, and honestly, like, my water bottle bongs were an absolute work of art. So I took a pen, some tin foil, some duct tape, and a water bottle, and I made that fucking bong, and we're all toking, we're all drinking, we're finally having a good time and whatnot. So anyways, after like another hour or two of just doing that, Amy turns off the lights, everybody goes to bed. Now I'm sharing a bunk bed with Amy, and look, we both know damn well that she didn't call me over to just hang out for a couple hours and then go to sleep. So you feel me, after like about half an hour when we're sure everybody's asleep, she's on top of me, we making out and shit, we getting all hot and heavy. And one thing leads to another, clothes are coming off, and she stops, and she's like, wait, what about protection? Now, you see, at this point in my life, I always kept a condom in my phone case, just to be safe. So I whipped it out like the absolute man, and I just go, yeah, what about it? Now look, I'm not going to go into details on everything that happened, and long story short, we were going at shit for 2 hours. I don't know how I fucking pulled off 2 hours my first time. I don't know if it was just like because I was fucked up or something. So anyways, about 2 hours later, I'm up, standing up, getting changed, thinking everybody's asleep. She gets up and turns the light on, and I'm still getting changed, you know, not thinking much of it. But as I'm getting changed, I hear this noise behind me, and it's just kind of like a like crackling noise. So I turn around instantly, and I see Ian there, completely awake, sitting on the couch, hitting his Nord. Now, instantly, as soon as that happened, I'm just like, were you guys up the whole time? And everybody died laughing. Now, I didn't even mention this earlier, but Jane and John were on the top level of the bunk bed. Why we thought that was a good idea and that they wouldn't hear or feel the shaking, I have no clue. Like, that's what weed and alcohol does to your mind. So anyways, I turn and I look in the mirror, and my neck was completely destroyed. Like, you could not even see the skin underneath of the hickeys on my neck, and it hurt, like, bad. Now, if you've ever gotten a hickey that was so bad that your neck, like, hurt and was actually in pain, then you know it's not going away anytime soon, and I had those on my neck for at least, like, a couple weeks afterwards. So anyways, John, Ian, and Jane are all just, like, sitting there, dying laughing. They told us it sounded like we were making mac and cheese, which has kind of become a running joke since that moment. But anyways, after that I just went to sleep, and that was about it with the story. For the next couple weeks, I got completely roasted every day in gym class in the change rooms when I had to take my hoodie off and reveal my neck to everyone. Oh yeah, and I should mention that my parents don't even know about this story, so if this is the way that you guys are finding out by watching this video, I just want to say sorry in advance, and please don't be mad at me. But anyways, that's about it with the story, so thanks for watching if you made it this far. If you like the video and subscribe, I'll Uber over to your house and give you a big smooch on the forehead. And yeah, see you guys in the next episode.